wrdw.com to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Our first alert commitment to you is the power of 5 meteorologists, all the tools, the latest technology, and the first team of 5 meteorologists. News 12, NBC 26 First Alert Weather on your side.
Back again, huh? Bye.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Kind and loving words being used by family to describe this missing woman, Jamila Smith. And tonight, we're learning more about the moments and days leading up to her kidnapping.
She loved being around family and friends, but she was petrified of this relationship.
It's been 10 days now since Jamila Smith vanished from her driveway off Old Jackson Highway in Aiken County.
Investigators have been following trails of tips and leads, and now her family is calling in reinforcements to help uncover clues. Hallie Turner has the latest.
Unable to bear the pain of their missing daughter, the Smith family is now leaning on private investigator Chandra Cleveland to be their voice.
Words cannot explain how hard it's been on the family. Her mother is not taking it well right now. It's the reason why Jane, her father, is not here.
Cleveland describes the 30-year-old as a wonderful mother, daughter, sister, and friend.
I was talking to one of her best friends before coming down here today. Jamila was a very special, beautiful light, as you can see. Loved her family, loved her children. They are her world.
But the family tells her days leading up to Jamila's disappearance, things were off.
She was scared. She was scared and she was calling, trying to get help in these last few days, more than usual.
Reports show a history of domestic abuse, something Cleveland says scared Jamila.
She was petrified of this relationship, and this is why he was an ex-boyfriend. As you guys can see, that there were many reports made before this incident took place, and those reports in the last 3 was quite violent. There were bruises.
Daniel Harmon showed up to court with his hand in a cast. Incident reports claim he injured himself during a fight with Jamila to make her stay. Now Jamila's family is calling on the community to bring their daughter home.
They really want this community to know, speak up if you know something. They feel that someone within this area knows something. Speak up. You can remain anonymous. We just want to bring Jamila home. We want her back home with her children and her family, because this is something that she did not deserve.
In Aiken, Hallie Turner on your side.
And that family is also offering a $5,000 reward for any information leading to her return home.
To weather now as we take a look.
We'll have a look at some rain moving in for the weekend in just about 10 minutes.
Another deadly shooting in Augusta, taking the life of a man. 32-year-old Jeremiah Griffin died after being shot at the Smart grocery store off Wrightsboro Road last night. But it's not the first shooting to happen here. Sydney Hood joins us live in the newsroom to break down the cases.
This shooting gets far from the first, second, or even third at this one spot. We found nearly 10 incidents involving a gun at the Smart grocery store going all the way back to 2017.
Located right off Wrightsboro Road, about a mile from the Augusta Mall, Smart Grocery is no stranger to violence. From 2017 to 2020, 3 people were shot at the store. In 2021 alone, we reported 3 different incidents involving someone either pulling a gun or firing one. Someone shot and killed a 17-year-old at the store in 2022. So far this year, we've reported on 2 other shootings at the store, one in January and the other July. But this is the first fatal shooting at the store this year. 32-year-old Jeremiah Griffin is dead, and according to the Richmond County coroner, lived in the 300 block at Fox Trace, which is home to the Landings Apartments, formerly known as Fox Den Apartments, which is also no stranger to violence. We asked for 911 call logs to the address, and this is what we got. Hundreds of calls to the one address. Calls ranging from area checks to disturbance and nuisance calls.
There aren't any suspects named in this deadly shooting yet, but last year commissioners vowed to bring more funding to fight crime in the area. We reached out to see what the progress is on that.
Okay, thanks for that update, Sydney, and hopefully leaders will take a look at that since this continues to happen.
Obviously a problem spot there and a dangerous one as well. Sydney, thanks. More resources rolling out to help the homeless in our area. The Salvation Army now offering a mobile shower and laundry trailer for anyone in need. The organization has been holding a monthly Connection to the Community event, and Project Refresh has been bringing its own mobile shower unit to the outreach effort, so they hope this will all help together. Aetna Better Health also partnering to help bring this idea to life. Meanwhile, Compass for Hope is getting ready to launch their mobile laundry trailer in about a month from now.
The state flag football champions just got back from Atlanta. Today, the Greenbrier High School flag football team made program history. They won their first state championship in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah, the minute they got off the bus, friends and family, teachers and staff welcoming those players back with lots of hugs and cheers. Our sports director, Dan Booth, was there at the Benz last night when the Wolfpack made history.
On your sideline, sports brought to you by the Hawk Law Group.
Under the bright lights at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the Greenbrier girls flag football team had the opportunity to win their first state championship in program history. The Wolfpack came into their state title showdown with Lithia Springs riding an 18-game winning streak, and they had their hands full trying to pick up win number 19. After a defensive battle for most of the way, the score was deadlocked at 6 with less than 3 minutes to go in the fourth, and when it mattered most, Greenbrier's offense came up big, finding the end zone late and helping them win their first state championship 14-6. As the sport of flag football continues to grow, the Pac-winning state has the potential to continue to spread the passion for this great game all across the CSRA.
It feels great that we can be a role model, especially to younger girls, and flag football's a new sport, so I'm hoping that other people are watching us and wanting to play.
It is actually so fun. I've always wanted to play some sort of football, and this is just perfect. The energy, the excitement, just everything about it is just what you would want.
The bus ride is gonna be even more fun. We just won the state championship!
It's not often you have the chance to be the first to do something, and Greenbrier can now say they're the first team in the CSRA to win a state championship in girls flag football. We'll have a more in-depth breakdown of all of today's action tonight at 11. Reporting from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Dan Booth on your side.
We are so excited. It is contagious to see them so excited. So congrats to those girls. Okay, they may have a champagne toast, of course non-alcoholic, but don't expect one in Augusta for this New Year's Eve. But leaders are working on a fix for next year. We're going to explain on News 12.
And staying dry over the next couple of days, but temperatures remaining cooler than average. We'll have a look at that next chance for rain this weekend, just after the break. Once we get past Sunday, still could see some of that rain linger into Monday, early next week, but getting back some dry weather by next Tuesday.
Riley, thanks so much. It's almost 2024, but nobody's going to be popping champagne at midnight in bars across Augusta.
It's been a week since bar owners protested the Augusta Commission's decision to pick Super Bowl Sunday over New Year's Eve for Sunday sales. While nothing can be done to fix it this year, as our Craig Allison explains, gears are in motion for a solution for next year.
All right, y'all, what does the Super Bowl, St. Patrick's Day, and Cinco de Mayo all have in common? Well, they all fall on Sunday in 2024. It's a tricky situation for bars here on Broad Street because Georgia state law only allows for one Sunday of alcohol sales, and not everyone can agree on which Sunday to pick.
It's ridiculous that we got to be living in the past, and it keeps on hindering the future.
Adrian Estrada, one of the owners of the Loft on Broad Street, led last week's charge of bar owners fighting for the right to serve alcohol on New Year's Eve. While it's too late for this year, he's working with other bar owners and commissioners to get the law changed for next year so they can pick their own Sunday to operate when applying for their annual permit. While they're united as a front, it's hard agreeing on one Sunday together.
Now, I try to take a poll with, the several bar owners that I was in contact with, and everybody had a difference in opinion.
In Savannah, they've already voted to have Sunday sales on St. Patrick's Day. In Athens, they polled 45 bars, and the results went to county leaders to vote on, which is what local bar owners are asking for, a voice in the decision.
It's tough. We're here to support them. We've always supported them. This is just something that kind of fell through the cracks. Shame on us. and we'll make sure it's not going to happen again.
We're working on getting something on either May or November's ballot so Richmond County can vote for change, allowing each bar to pick their favorite Sunday. Until then, it's a silent night for December 31st.
Of course, there's a disappointment, right? Because we didn't get a voice in it. But other than that, I mean, right now, my personal feelings are determined.
Now, despite this issue, the commission already voted within the past month to have alcohol sales for 2024 on Super Bowl Sunday again. So their first decision of the next year is to try and reverse that call on January 2nd in Augusta. Craig Allison on your side.
A tough choice to have to make right there.
Yeah, it's crazy how many big events are falling on Sundays.
Very big events. Craig Allison, thanks for that. You know, money talks and NIL deals are keeping local players on the court. We look at a new rule for those high school athletes.
First Alert. Get everything you deserve.
Just 4 months ago, the Georgia High School Association passed a rule allowing students to make money for their name, image, and likeness.
Now that the first full season is over, coaches say the change is actually helping their athletic programs. Alyssa Lyons explains.
Who was the top guy right here? You gotta move, man.
Basketball is becoming a highly marketable sport.
It's like a money thing now. Let's bring it in real quick, because everybody here now. Quickly.
Adding NIL deals gives them a lane outside the court.
It helps with their decision making, just being able to start earning a little earlier. And I think with as much money as the sport makes, it's a great thing for them to be able to partake in that.
They may not have any deals signed yet.
I'm a big sophomore over there. He's 7'1". Like when it's his time, like he'll be able to take advantage of it, I think. This is new, so gotta lock in.
That's only if they comply to the GHSA's rules. They can't use any of the school's branding.
Getting an offensive rebound, kicking, going one more into a shot. Regardless, sports or anything like that, when young kids can realize that their decisions can cost them early, it usually gives them a chance to be successful later on in life.
The NCAA is still trying to navigate the water. It's only expected high schools will too.
Mature players don't need to be motivated. With anything that's new, it may be a little bit of anxiousness, run, mark, or uncomfortableness that goes along, but you know, it's the field now.
And they have to keep up.
If you're losing all of your best athletes to other states, then you either change or you continue to lose all your best athletes.
Alyssa Lyons on your side.
And parents, a heads up, compensation is not to be based off specific performances in games or achievements, and deals cannot be used as an incentive to enroll or remain enrolled at a specific school either.
And those athletes have to alert the principal within 7 days of any new NIL deal so they won't face any consequences.
The Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign is underway. Heard some bells ringing today at Kroger, and those donations are always needed. But this year, the need for those bell ringers is more important than ever. Our Taylor Martin shows us how you can help.
When you hear the bell, you know it's the most impactful time of the year.
You get to help people get what they need and what they want.
After a tough year trying to feed, house, and clothe the homeless at the Center of Hope, the Salvation Army says this year they've raised their goal to $225,000.
It's very important in order to keep the shelter running in the way that we want it to run, because this previous year we had 164 of our residents get into permanent housing.
Each year it's the volunteers who make it possible to get the word out to the community. And for the Bulls soccer team, it's about instilling a giving spirit into the next generation from a young age. Skipping practice for one night to volunteer.
I realize that being a coach is more than just coaching a sport, but it's about character development as well.
Teaching them what it means to help others.
I get to collect money to give to homeless people.
And hoping other youth organizations will do the same.
We want to teach our kids to give back to other families who aren't as fortunate as us and just maybe fall in hard times, and we never know when we're going to be there or someone we know.
And you've still got time to ring those bells too. Reporting in Augusta, Taylor Martin on your side.
And if you'd like to volunteer for the Red Kettle campaign, we'll have contact information for the campaign coordinator on our website, wrdw.com.
Okay, it's movie night over at SRP Park. The Dugout Theater is back tonight as we give you a live look there at center field. So tonight you and the family can catch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Riley says it's a classic. He loves that one. Tickets start at $6. They're offering family packs as well. You have a few more minutes to head over that way. The movie gets started at 6:45.
And definitely be prepared for some chilly temps if you are stepping out tonight. Temps will be in the 30s most of this evening if you are heading to movie night there at SRP. And by early tomorrow morning, we're down below freezing. Now look at that forecast just after the break.
Celebrating 30 years with Richard Rogers. Happy 30th anniversary, Richard.
We are excited to announce that the Medicare Specialist is now 64 Insurance Group. And while we've expanded our portfolio to include other health insurance products, we are still your go-to for all things Medicare. Don't wait until you're 65 to call. Are you 64.com.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Our series, The COVID Generation, continues. As students' test scores plummeted after the pandemic, we look at one tutoring program that's helped getting kids back on track. That and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Well, temperatures for us today did stay in the 50s. There were some 60s found across the southeast, but that relatively warmer air not really going to be found around these parts over the next couple of days. We may be able to get close to 60 tomorrow afternoon, but the rest of the week, those high temperatures will drop into the 50s all the way into the weekend. And the weekend is when we do bring back our next chance of rain, most likely going to be on Sunday, our next incoming trough. So that's going to initiate good rain chances throughout the day Sunday and potentially even linger into early next week. So for the weekend, if you do have those outdoor plans right now, Saturday looks to be your best bet to get outside. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. We're going to bring in a few more clouds over the next couple of days, but staying nice and dry at least through Saturday. And then those morning lows back down to the 20s by Friday. For the weekend, morning temps staying in the 40s by early Sunday once those clouds and rain chances do start to increase. And once again, that rain could linger into Monday, but back to dry conditions next Tuesday.
Not a huge warm-up, but not bad for December.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
That's going to wrap things up for News 12 at 6 o'clock.
We're back with more news tonight at 11.
At the CBS Evening News, we focus on solutions, finding solutions that help people understand what are the right choices to make for you and your family.